Hello, welcome back. Last time I had a pretty good introduction to Prohibition, so we're going to see how it treats me today. It's this zone, right? Yes. No foreground obstructions here, other than the beams of light, and they don't really get in the way. Alright, fish, stay on the left. Do not come over to where I am. Heaven! Can you get there? Alright. Something up high through Prohibition? Yep. Okay. So those look pretty out of the way. Looks to me as though I want... So it looks like this is my way into heaven. And it closes behind me. I go through Heaven's Gate here. There's no returning no matter what I do. There's no shape I could bring in here to keep this propped up. There's nothing I could do to get through here unless... How long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't reach. So I'm just looking at this situation and noting how narrow that... Also, there's a pin in here. Wait. Oh, are you telling me that I have to set up a system where I can... So I think this is going to go on top of these three. All of them will land down here. So my final actions are to push these down, somehow, I guess use this to jam them over to the left. Yeah, okay, so I gotta dispense... Okay, so I set up a pile of coins here. I push the plunger to set up to make the coin dispenser go back and forth. I need... Yeah, this has a lever on it, a little hook. So I think I need to hook like this up to that or something. So I need to set up a coin dispenser to go one at a time with these, push all of them over and into this spot. The problem is, like, how am I going to pack them downward? I only get one gravity block. Anyway, right. So I set something up here. Here's a plus. I go through Heaven's Gate. I put these down somewhere in here. I somehow perform an action with this machine and dispense the coins into this spot. I pull the pin. I guess I can pull the pin first and then dispense. What I'm not seeing is how I'm going to get enough downward motion. I don't get any up-down with this action. Maybe half of this needs to hit the... Like, things need to pack downward. Okay, so when I pull this pin, let's just do that just to see what it looks like. I think it pulls out exactly. I could just count, but I don't know. I want to look at it. Actually seeing what happens when I do things. Sometimes more informative than just picturing it. Pop. So I pull this pin, and that happens. I can do that before or after I've manipulated those, and after this point, there's nothing really that I can do. So my actions in here... Oh, okay, so I learned something useful. My range of motion with this is constrained to 3 blocks. Any more than that and I lose... Well, the final push can be 2 more. Okay, so now, let's invent a machine. That's my task. Gotta invent a machine. Yeah, getting to heaven is the easy part. Just, like, continuing to have an influence down in the land of the living is harder. Okay, so how much width is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much do I need? It's, well, depends what kind of machine I'm building. So from here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wide. This series of things exists. So what I need to picture is, like, the repeating action I'm going to do. I think I'm starting to get a picture. It's a stair step. Okay, so let's imagine a stair step, not this kind, the other kind. You know, this kind. Ignore that that got deleted. So like... Right. So like right. Let's see if I can demonstrate this any better. Well, that's propping something up. Not what I need to be propped up. But anyway, so the shape I'm after is going to be something approximately... Kinda sorta like this. So what I need is an action that pushes a whole stairway to the left using this. So I think I need to basically invert what's there. So push the whole stairway to the left. This top part included. When I pull back to the right, everything can fall down by 1 because this will exert its influence there, propagating to there, to there, to there. So that's how I get repeating downward motion. Okay, so fall down the stairs. Alright. There are a lot of minuses just seemingly in my way. I probably want to eat them with this, and I also have a plus. Let's first eat those minuses, and see what the puzzle looks like after that. I might want this block for something, I don't know what. I want to reduce its size. That's proving difficult. You can just get out of the way like that. Okay, size reduced. Minus is consumed, and in that process I can also create some more machine parts out of this. So what machine parts do I need? And do I need to weld something here? Maybe. I can manipulate this from here all the way out if I want. That doesn't really mean anything though. But I can at least do kind of a test run. Alright, so stairway shape. Now here's... Oh, yeah, here's the thing. This has to push and pull. How do I pull? So it needs some extended range. I think I might need to turn this into a hook shape, like hook onto down at the bottom there. Alright, so just an extended shelf. Basically this, but like take this part and stretch it out a bit more. Can that ever reach a minus? It can't, right? No, it's one short. The floor of the shelf should be... Yeah, so I need to be able to do this diagonal and have things fall down. Okay, right, so my gravity block will end up here at some point. So I need a surface here. And here. Okay, so I need an L bracket here. This all needs to be connected, whether actually welded or just like hooked on, to this entire shape. So an L shape here, and well, I mean, it's L shapes all the way up. All the way up to... here? Yeah, because when this falls down, it's going to fall in these two columns, so I need the ability to push left from all the way here. So my ratchet has to go... This is a lot of ratcheting. I have exactly enough space to make a diagonal line from here to here. This diagonal line needs to be mechanically bound to this entire thing. Like the whole thing has to move both left and right. I have one potential opportunity for welding. I have a lot of potential opportunities for breaking things down and carving up this shape into something. Feels like I want to use most of my minuses on carving this shape. The thing is, I don't really desire carving. I'm more interested in not carving, but let's... Okay, so let's put some notches into this. Now, actually, the first thing I want to do is going to be that. Is it? I'm not so sure about this, but maybe? Oh, I can't move this where I want it anymore. Well, there is no anymore. I couldn't have in the first place. So there are a lot of minuses in the way of even, like, starting to do what I want to do here. Let's imagine... Okay, I think I can imagine how I'll do this. I'm going to use this to add a nub here. That's going to be the lowest step on the staircase. So that means I start carving like this. Continue like this. And I'd like to do another one of those there, but I can't. It's in the way. If I were to eliminate... Oh, one more left would not do it. I think I need to eliminate this, and I can add one more notch and not another one there. Okay, so the extra shape would be that, which means I need to carve out something over here so I can pull this back up. Maybe I need to, like, get this all the way up here. I don't think a 1x1 is particularly useful. Let's use that to eliminate one of the minuses that's in my way, because I can't leverage it and have it also push anything else around meaningfully. I have a picture in mind here. I think I know what I'm doing. There's no way I'm sneaking this through here anyway other than like that. And the problem is that puts me... Oh, wait. Wait, this is way more complicated. Okay, so I need a hook down here, kinda, don't I? Because this has to connect up to that. I still can't actually sneak it through there. I'm going to need to delete another thing here. But let's start building a thing. Okay, I think I see how I can remove another minus without losing what I want to... Oh, that's wrong. I need a different shape here, and it's no longer possible. Okay, well, it's no longer possible, but let's pretend anyway. Learn what I can from where I am. So what's going on here is the beginning of what I was picturing. So this shape. No, that's not the shape. Right, it's not the shape because I needed to delete a piece off of this. Okay. So what's that shape look like? Well, I can't quite see yet. I mean, it's almost starting to be a stairway. It's not... It seems like I need more stairs than I have access to. However, I'm thinking about this wrong. Okay, I don't need that many stairs, so I can have this pulled all the way back. As I drop things on here, I can do some back and forth with that. Okay, so this will be like 2 more to the right. Because it'll hook on there, because I will have deleted this portion. How will I have done that? Well, okay, so one of these is too tall. Let's trim it so it's not anymore. Like, a picture's kind of forming here. Now that that's done... Just take apart all the little pieces of my machine. I can't quite get a victory from here, but I'll be able to come kind of vaguely close. Like, I'll be able to make a shape that's very similar to the one that I'm going to need, I think. Will I, though? Will I actually? I don't think I have enough horizontal space. No, I'm a little short. So how to trim out this specific block seems a little tricky. And even having done that, I still have the problem of how to touch this with that part of me. Do I need to do that? Hold on, where does this... If this is sitting there... No, then I actually touch this. Oh, okay, those are the first two stairs. Okay, that's better. Okay, so yeah, I just need to get access to a minus to get rid of that. So I wanted to actually delete differently. Okay, I think maybe when I deleted the block off the longest one of those, right there, I might be able to get away with doing something like this. And assembling the last piece of the machine from all the way up here. That's maybe plausible. Alright. Working on it. Alright, so pieces just go away. So you're not in my way. Can I carve out the one little bit? And actually from here do I have a route to victory? I might. I need my pieces different. This is all recoverable, so that's about as good as it's going to get, I guess. As good as it needs to... It's one short of as good as it needs to be. I guess I can do this. That's fine. It's not. No, that doesn't give me room. Okay, let's put that somewhere else. This huge field of space here is not enough space somehow. Okay, here, I can stash this just there. That's still not out of the way. Alright, I'll put it all the way down here. There. So now I have enough space to do this. Pow. Okay, so that hooks on here. And we have full back and forth. Okay, it doesn't hook on yet. I add one more piece. Okay. Alright. Now, can I drop the final piece of the machine in from here? Like, do I have a victory right now, potentially? Actually, that piece is just kind of in my way. Am I doing anything at all with it? Interesting. This might be a fine machine on its own, and I might be able to just, like, let this sit here and not disrupt anything. Is that a complete machine, or am I short something? It moves back and forth perfectly. Good. Alright, well, let's, No, I think this is right. Just shove this pile of coins down. And I think I can dispense from here. So this just kind of got out of the way and wasn't involved beyond that. Alright, can I dispense? I can pull a pin already. Let's do that. In fact, I need to. Wow, this was cool. I feel like there was a little bit of luck in how that came together at the end, but yeah, it came together. This is what I want. Alright, so now I go a little farther. This far. Ha! That's so cool! Look at this machine! It's beautiful! I love it. Pow, pow. Puzzle done. Wow, that's nice. Oh man. That was incredibly enjoyable. Alright, gonna push my luck a little bit. Nudge, what goes up? Alright, who's hard to reach? How do I go here? Not through that, not through that, so it has to, I have to get through there somehow, so I'll have to push this down. You look out of the way. Yeah, you look like you're gonna be... I can touch you with that easily. Okay, so let's try and touch all the goal objects. You perhaps look out of the way. I probably gotta get you in there. Yeah, so boost you up here, have a passage all the way across so you can drop in there, because I have to do that. Well, I can nudge it with something, sure. Oh, I gotta nudge someone else too. How? Okay, yeah, so how do I get here? Do I need to? Probably. What about this? So this could be... Oh, wait a second. There's a route I didn't see. Just a way to walk I did not observe at all. Here we go. Okay, so... You're the hard one to touch, clearly, because I can get that... I can get that, and I can get that, no problem. So it's just this, okay? This is the obvious thing that would go in here, and in fact, it is... It's one of you two. You would have to be pushed by this, probably. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that it's possible to get this 1 by 1 right here up into this area. I guess I touched the barrier. In fact, it's not that hard to do. Okay, I did it. It could continue down into there. Okay, but that's meaningless because it can't descend without some gravity. So yes, I need gravity's assistance or the ability to be out here and push downward, which I don't have. However, maybe I can get it? I don't think I can get it. Alright, so let's think about moving this block. It looks actually not particularly hard to move. Because I can do some of this. Then what? Then I'm not so certain. I guess I can make a platform at that level using... Ooh, whoa, not that far. Using these. A different way. A different way. Here, sit there. I need to be in there. Okay, well actually just that lets me prop you here. While you're propped there, what am I doing with you? I can get you through that barrier to really no avail, though, like that's not helpful on its own. There isn't really, like, a way to lift this up and over that because you're in the way. These all probably have more purposes than just, like, go up here and touch them with this. Like, they wouldn't be laid out that way if I just had to get up here and, like, shove this around a little bit. So it seems like I need to maybe make some combinations before I'm in here. The only way I can see doing that is pulling one of these horizontal ones up and shoving it in there, thereby getting it stuck on this. Which seems not useful immediately, but there must be some reason I want to do that. So basically what I'm thinking I want to try and do here is get this block, I guess get one of these propped here and get this block just on it, and then I can just push it there. And that's probably too simple. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, because this can only move kind of like up and left. Well, now hold on. There's a simple, useful up and left I can do at the very beginning, and that's this one. All right, I have some elevation. Ah, with that elevation. So before I attain that elevation, let's make a platform here. Okay. And now this is starting to look like it might be relevant. It might actually be just to get in my way and make it hard to... Wait a second, something's missing here. I don't have that much elevation. What was this supposed to have done? From here... How far over onto this can I go? Not far enough. Okay, so I think I see a step one, maybe. Let's start with propping that onto one of these. Why is that useful? I don't think it is. What am I doing? I had a half-baked plan for that, but I no longer remember what it was. It somehow involved, like, having this here and then... I guess what I thought I wanted to do was to wedge this underneath one of these and then lift it up, but I don't see how that would ever happen. Right, so to get any extra elevation off of you... Yeah, how would I get extra elevation off of you? Okay, here's a way. No, it's not. Maybe it is. Okay, so let's start with you way down here. By doing that boost... Here we go, here's some elevation. This will work. If there's enough room for it, I don't think there is. Yep, I'm one short of the... Well, I can do that. Losing me this block to the wall. Interesting. Okay, maybe I just have to lose that block to the wall. Okay, so this is up here now. I require something different, though. Like, if that's against the wall, then there's a gap here that I can't cross like this. But why am I trying to get this up here? Did I ever know? I certainly don't right now. If I got it up there and had... It's possible I had some useful work there that could have been salvaged, but I didn't see it. If that were up on that platform, I could then perhaps do something like this underneath it. Push it off, it plops onto there, push it right, pull this out, push it right, push this over there, push it right, and that gets it on there. Okay, yeah, so that's why that's useful, because then I have all of these ingredients freed up to plop it into this spot. Oh, I spotted something. You know my route to this corner? It goes through this block. So I have to do the pushing action of actually dropping this down onto this plus from in here. Okay, so I need a hook that's capable of doing that, which will probably be... There's definitely no rightward motion I can exert in this row from in here. technically an extremely long shape here that had a protrusion there, came all the way around there and had a hook here. Could do it. That's not going to happen. Okay, so things are coming into focus. Nudge, yeah, I gotta nudge the thing. Right, so that's how I don't even know how to set that up on the platform up here, though. Like, that first part of this puzzle has yet to become clear to me. It really very much does feel like at some point I totally want to put this up here, because that's just, it's perfect for setting up your circumstance for going down there. Could I park it on something that's over here and then push that to the left? I have nothing narrow enough, except for you, but you can't fit in here because these shapes forbid it. But yeah, like if this shape were parked right there, and I could drop the gravity block on top of it, that'd be perfect. No, it would. Yes, it would, actually. Because I'd come here, I'd lift it up, it would fall back down, I'd push left, it would fall down there, and would lock me in but be done with its job. Yeah? However, this shape is forbidden from getting in here. And that's the only one that's only 3 wide. These are 4. Okay, but there is another shape, which is one of these with a little tooth down below it. Well, no, that's not wide enough. It has to sit on here. Yep, having a lot of trouble visualizing this. How do I exert force on the left side of this puzzle from the right side? Pushing stuff to the left isn't too hard to do. Pushing stuff to the right is much less feasible. I only have this little narrow space to get through, maybe. I suspect that's just for me to walk through. This little narrow space for really nothing to happen, unless I'm expected to somehow get this all the way over here? Because I can imagine, I could certainly turn you into a perfectly serviceable hook shape for putting in here and just clawing the gravity block out of this space to drop it down there and then push it myself. Maybe that's what I'm doing. That's starting to look much more plausible than... than some of the alternatives. The problem is... well, there are several. First of all, I'd have to get it up over this, which I think is plausible. Let's look at some shapes using this little bracket. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to forget you for the moment. Shapes with that bracket going to involve... so, like, if I had a floor here, and then something to support it with this, would my big bracket be able to support that? Well, yes, but that's meaningless. However, it does seem worth observing that if I at some point got gravity block on bar on bar on bracket, pretty much anywhere in the puzzle, I could then get it all the way up over this. Okay, but then there's this pit. Turning it into a too-wide gravity block would make it non-viable for this. I have no upward-facing verticality to get in there. So it feels like the only way that would ever happen is if I had, like, the horizontal mirror of this shape parked in there already. So, like, I make you I do, here's what I do. So to make that contour, I would elongate this by 1, put this in here, push it left, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's a floor for that. But at that point, I'm in here, and the gravity block can be no farther right than there, and I can't reach it. Ooh, this one's hefty. But see, so once again, there are 2 routes to this. It's very suspicious how this is shaped. It is shaped such that a drop from that would be possible. But it seems like everything else is made for that not to be a useful action. Now, okay, so I can do this circle multiple times, if that's ever relevant to anything. I think it's not. So yeah, all I have to put down here is something 4 wide. I can lift it up and get through, but then the little dude just will be stuck on something that's basically immovable. This wall prohibits moving anything 4 wide that's here farther left once it's already there. And this wall also does that. And this one. And also, like, if just this exact shape is here, then yeah, this wall arrangement means all it can do is, like, go up a little bit, fall back down, and that's it. It's just stuck otherwise. So yeah, I think that's basically pruned the chain of reasoning that has this falling in here from this spot. Unless a complicated machine can bring it over from farther away. So it still seems more likely. I'm wondering about this passage. Like, does that mean anything? It doesn't feel like it would. Because if I have this through this barrier, then, you know, it falls here and I just push it and it's fine. Maybe I've lost access to this passage somehow, like this had to be put exactly there for some reason. That doesn't feel likely, though. And even if it did, I could still come up here, push the gravity a little to the right, push this up, get to the other side of it, and just push it down. So I don't see the relevance of this passage yet. Maybe it has none. Okay, but anyway, so am I trying to get you through this barrier, or through this barrier? Like, yeah, I've reasoned my way out of getting through this barrier. This one has several obstacles. First obstacle is that this is all the way down here, so it has to be boosted. I haven't actually even done that yet. Like, I've never had this all the way up here. Second obstacle is this. There's no way I'm boosting through here. That's definitely impossible. But I already kind of see a route to getting over this obstacle. Oh, it doesn't sacrifice one of these. I can push it back up, then go around and get it out. If this has already moved on by the time that's done. So next obstacle is this pit and this plus. So what about the plus? If I put one of these in here, at the point that I would do that, I think I don't need it anymore. I guess what we're imagining is that the other one is propped right here, precariously with the gravity block perched there. Well, how would I insert this into that in that situation? I think I wouldn't. This is too narrow to provide a full floor for there. There would always be a gap on that. Okay, but anyway, if I put this in here, I end up with that shape. Can that shape do anything for me? I don't think so. It just gets in the way. At no point does it form a viable floor for the the gravity dude to come across. It can't boost up beyond this, can it? Can it? Can it? So that would mean... So while, theoretically, let's say it were there, while there's a set of moves that gets this up here and then over, that set of moves involves me no longer supporting this for a turn, so that would fall back down. There isn't a route to having this supported by something that's not me while I step out to push it to the right. There isn't a way to push it to the right without already being under it. So no, and also, you know the other problem? That puts that against this wall, so there's no more moving it right. Okay, so that's out. Good. Alright, so prune that chain of reasoning. So, then what? I have to get rid of this, otherwise that turns into too wide and can't do this anymore. Yeah, because no getting down through here, no getting down through here. No getting up through here, even if I could push it through there somehow, and yeah. Do I understand what I'm trying to do? I don't think I do. Do I know all the routes to touching this block? It does have to involve gravity. However, it could also involve this. But if I'm involving this, if I'm pushing that down with a gravity thing... That's no... Oh, that might be better than... Oh... Okay, so you could sit here, get pushed down by a too-wide gravity block because it doesn't have to fit into the hole, it just has to be able to push down. Alright, so this could bind to that, and that's not necessarily a failure condition. Now, if this were to bind to that... by falling off of this, that still means it's stuck against this wall. So what do I propose doing about that problem? I don't really see anything. Could I weld together a wide enough hook to, from here, pull the gravity block here? Do a downward push. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So, if we're in the realm of having this little block fall in there, then that actually opens up a lot more possibilities. I can just have one of these sitting here, and if I consume this from in here and also have a hook that can reach in and pull that down there, it drops this down. This would already have been positioned right there, which I can just do. Check it out. I'll prove it. Just to be sure I know what I'm talking about, because I think I do. I've done this already, right? Right? I think so. Let's make sure I've done this already, because I think I have. Yeah, of course. Easy. Sure. Okay. So then, let's think about welding together a big, long, hookish thing. So it would be, you would be sitting here, which I don't yet know for sure that I can do, but it looks like I can probably pull it off somehow. Maybe I should do the first part of this puzzle? No, I should have a route to the end that definitely works with that first part of it. Neither of these are in friendly welding spots for making the kind of hook I want to make. But maybe I could make like some kind of compound multi-hook thing. Like, let's add this here. It's too narrow. Is it? Hold on. No, I'm not. No, I'm pretty convinced of that already. So yeah, there's that, and I can give this some hooking action like that, but the problem is, you're the wrong shape. If you had that extra thing on you, well, then what would that look like? It would look like too much height to do what I want to do, so no. So a shape that would pull this off would have to be able to slide all the way in there. Okay, so you'd need some probably impossible stuff. I don't think that's going to be happening. Like, you need one of those, and you need something to let me pull you back, so maybe one of these. Then you also need a way to be pulled down from on the very top. This is looking not at all promising. Is there something else I can... somewhere else I can park this? To get it poised to gravity something downward here. I don't think so. It looks like this is the spot. But it also looks like if that's my spot, then everything's impossible. Now hold on, I can achieve that downward hook a different way. Okay, and you are closer already to the shape that I want. It's a little bit of a pain to get these around each other. In fact, I don't think it's directly possible. Alright, well let's pretend that I've gotten those around each other in a way that I can retrieve stuff. Okay, so doing this gets me downward action on that. Cool. I can acquire this that way, which is not great. I can get some more width this way, which is something. I don't think it's really something, though. Like, that's not enough. And I don't have the pluses to make what would be enough. And I don't have the pluses in a place that I can weld together something that would be like that shape, but a whole lot wider. But yeah, that shape's shown up a lot. That was the scoop that this is the vertical flip of the scoop I used to get the gravity block out of that one other puzzle that took me so long, that I was trying to do the wrong thing for a long time on. So inverted scoop. Long inverted scoop comes up, goes down, and I have to be able to get under it. So it would have to be... So, block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a down. Without welding, that's definitely impossible. Also, welding is impossible here. There just aren't any welding spots. And also, I don't have an additional block that can push the two together to be weld. Well, they can push themselves, kinda. I mean, I can do a weld, it's just not a useful one. Like, here's a weld that I can do. I think. Yeah. So I got 2 extra width off of that. Not great. I also changed the vertical profile of it a weird way that I don't really like. Okay, here's a little more width. Here's a little more width. I can touch that. Oh, wait. Did I do something good here? Oh. 1 short. That's close. That almost works. Ooh. If I can weld 1 more to the left, which I can't, but if I could have, that would have been good. Or can I? No. No, I can't. I can't use this, because that can't slot in there without touching that one. Can I weld with, like... Okay, now hang on. Things are... Interesting things are happening here. So if I would use... This isn't going to be possible. I can't do a push that actually makes this weld happen here, and there are other problems too. Yeah, lots of them. What weld was I trying to picture? Something involving, like... Yeah, right. And that still doesn't even weld. Does this touch that? It does. Yeah, okay. So that weld. The one that would have... Like, move these as a unit down by 1. Not helpful because it overlaps with the space where the gravity block would be sitting anyway, and also it's impossible. That's the other problem. Okay, so hang on. I had some shapes going that looked like they could almost turn into something. If I can pull this over, I do still need you, so I can't involve you in the shape. I think. This is only 1 off that wall, so I'm not getting any more width off of that. So yeah, if that's my max width... Which it seems like it's going to be. Let's look at this again. If this were 1 more over to the left, then what I'm doing here would actually work. That's the funny part. Is that funny? I don't know. Man, it's so close. Oh, no, it's not. I would need 2 more, actually. I have to weld that to this spot for that to work, because the problem is, when it comes down, I can't get over anymore. So I would need 2 more. And there's no plus that welds in that spot, right? Closest one is this, and that's the weld I was trying to do, and that's impossible. I can't put anything in here to use that. I can't weld to the right side, because I need width. And I don't have width. Okay, so that's a dead end. That route is going nowhere. Is there a leftward push I could do on this to get it to fall onto something that would slam you downward? Maybe. Maybe. Like, imagine taking out a support, like this is propped up onto one of these that's here. I push that to the left to get off of there, then pull back, which I could definitely make happen. Then when I pull back, that falls onto the other one, which is positioned here, and slams this downward into that space. Okay, yeah, that's more of a nudge than a pull. All right, so make a nudge. Thing is, though, that's an impossible circumstance to set up. This cannot be balanced on top of one of these up here. I already know that. So no. Alright, well, while I don't understand the end of this puzzle, let's work on the beginning some. So I can gain elevation on this by pulling you up there. And, oh, okay, I think I'm starting to see an easier way to do the opening moves here. Alright, yeah, so understanding the first part of this... don't prop it there, prop it here. There we go, that's better. Okay, so that gives me some room to do the things I want to do, because now you can totally get under those, and they can come over as a unit. Okay, so that part's actually not too hard. Alright, and I know how to do it now. You need to come over a little more first. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. So that's all it takes to elevate like that. Alright, great. So I understand the start of that. Cool, you're here. Alright, well, you know what? Now I can try and work with this stuff. I can, while this is here... No, I'm wrong. Am I? Maybe not. Okay, let's see. So if I would... If I'd push this over a bit... Nah, I can't do what I want to do. I wanted to get one of these over top of this so that I could eliminate that block. But that's probably going to happen from the right side. But then if I nudge... What am I nudging? How? Oh, and yeah, this is stuck here now, because this can't move. Hold on. Now, wait, okay, I'm seeing potential to do something very different from all the complicated stuff I was thinking of setting up. Yeah, why can't I just put this on here, nudge that out of the way? Oh, well, okay, that's one reason. But, like... Oh, okay, so... I can't retrieve this at this point. It's kind of stuck there. Okay, but... Got this other little pin that I can use. So, like, you're the slammer that goes... here for the, to push that down. This one right here, this pin... That doesn't work. In the other order, maybe? In the other order, maybe. That looks better. That looks better. Okay. Now... I got that problem still. Yep, got that problem still, but I think a lot of this is kind of worked out, so the... Oh wait, how would I nudge this here? That's unlikely to happen. It's not just unlikely, there's no way it's going to happen. No, I have the wrong setup here. I can't nudge this. Yeah, that's as far over as that's gonna get. Woof. And also, again, I still don't have this sitting on something that I can just get it off of to, Was there an earlier point that I could have, like, snuck one of these through here? So for a moment, you are, well, nothing really. You're still pushing downward. Like, if I could stack both of these up on top of this, then maybe something could happen. So one more bit of elevation, but that's not happening. Yeah, it's like one could slide out. That would fall on the other one, which would maintain the smooth surface there. This could get rid of the plus, allowing that to be parked on top of something here. But these shapes don't permit such things. Or could they if they were in a different order? What order would that be? Like, I have to specifically make those moves, like pull this up and push it over to get on there. Do I know? Like, I'm imagining if this were the top object and these two were balanced on that. There's not enough room for that, is there? There might be. There might be. Okay, well from here I can maybe set such a thing up. It would look approximately like this. I've done this before. And there isn't space for it. That's the issue. Yeah, there's no going up and left to support this on something parked here unless it's exactly just this. So no. Like, since this is so tall and this wall is so close, there's no other way to make that happen. Oh boy. Well, I had one easy puzzle today. Just one. This seems like an insurmountable problem right here. Well, now, hold up. What about some way of... Could I set up a some downward leverage that's just shaped differently? So what if I mean, it's suspicious that I can do this so easily, but what if that's not what I'm actually trying to do? What about if I want this to fall here? That does just fit, just exactly. Okay, maybe that's the nudge I'm trying to do. And that's a little more plausible because I only need leftward push with this. Okay, that looks like it's gonna do something good. Alright, so here's my slammer shape. Bzz. I can still touch the prohibition zone even though it's under a block there. Alright, this looks like something good. So all I need... Alright, you can gain your hook by that. This can get a little wider using this, and I might want some downward pulling power with that maybe somehow. I think I'm done. I still have to put this in place, but I think I'm done. Okay. That came together at the last minute with a completely different plan than the one I was using, because the ones I was using all dead-ended on me. But I had a better one, and now I can nudge. Ooh, 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 ooh. We're still good. Everything's fine. Just gotta... Yep, and I have exactly enough room to do that. Perfect. That's it. Nudge. I did it. Never stop questioning assumptions, because right to the very end, some of them might still be wrong. Okay, 2 extremely satisfying puzzles today. This one took a little longer than I might have liked, but you know what? It was fine. Good stuff. Man, this game is great. Alright, I'll see you next time for the hardest, probably, puzzles in Prohibition.